Coming up on today's episode of Airborne-NextGen, Anduril's YFQ-44A CCA takes maiden flight. Merlin reaches SOI 2 in New Zealand. And drone rulemaking stalled in the shutdown mess. And I'm your host, Holland Lee. Welcome to the Aero-News Network's Airborne-NextGen program, a weekly news program covering the next generation of flight, from electric power to vertical lift, uncrewed vehicles, and everything in between. Let's get into today's stories. Anduril's YFQ-44A CCA takes maiden flight. Anduril Industries' YFQ-44A collaborative combat aircraft was flown for the first time on October 21, 2025, as announced by the U.S. Air Force, who also confirmed that a decision about production of the CCA is still expected during fiscal year 2026, despite the ongoing government shutdown. The Air Force sent out a press release announcing the first flight, but there were not many details about what the YFQ-44A actually did, how long it flew, or where it ended. The flight originated from Anduril's facilities at the Southern California Logistics Airport in Victorville. In its own release, the company noted the flight was semi-autonomous, meaning no operator with a stick and throttle flying the aircraft behind the scenes, but rather an operator monitoring the aircraft who is able to direct actions at the push of a button. Anduril is competing with General Atomics for Increment 1 of the CCA program, and the approaches by the two companies differ in that Anduril has emphasized semi-autonomous flight, whereas General Atomics started with a ground control station in a crawl, walk, run approach to avoid unnecessary risk and start collecting data as quickly as possible. After the break, Horizon picks Pratt & Whitney PT-6A for hybrid eVTOL. Welcome back. Now for some shorter stories in our Next Gen Minute. Horizon picks Pratt & Whitney PT-6A for hybrid eVTOL. New Horizon Aircraft announced it selected the Pratt & Whitney Canada PT-6A turboprop engine for its full-scale Cavret X7 aircraft. The PT-6A turboprop engine family is considered one of the most reliable and efficient engines in production and is one of the most popular in its class. Horizon said its proven performance across a broad variety of aircraft made it the optimal choice for its Cavret X7, which will actually fly most of its mission as a conventional airplane. The engine's architecture and modular reverse flow design will simplify both installation as well as routine maintenance operations. Army buys 3 EagleNXT EB Vision drones. AgEagle Aerial Systems Inc., DBA EagleNXT, a provider of advanced drone and aerial imaging solutions, announced the sale of 3 EB Vision drones to the U.S. Army's 1st Battalion, 4th Infantry Regiment, stationed at the Joint Multinational Readiness Center in Hohenfels, Germany. The 14IN serves as the dedicated opposing force at the JMRC, meaning its primary mission is to simulate enemy forces and provide a dynamic and challenging adversary for multinational units rotating through the JMRC to maintain readiness and hone their combat skills. America's first hybrid electric regional aircraft is taking shape. French aircraft manufacturer Aero has officially cut the ribbon on its first U.S. production site at Embry-Riddle Aeronautical University's Research Park in Daytona Beach, Florida. The 11,000 square foot facility will house the Integral Trainer program and the future launch pad for its 19-seat hybrid electric regional aircraft, the ERA. The company plans to build its first American-assembled aircraft at the new site, starting with the Integral line, a 2-seat aerobatic-capable trainer available in both piston and all-electric versions. The aircraft recently earned European certification and has FAA approval in the works. Army selects AEVEX Atlas Precision Strike System. AEVEX, developer of autonomous solutions for defense, announced the U.S. Army has selected its Atlas Precision Strike System for its initial Launched Effects short-range fielding effort. The announcement comes after a successful user demo event and a series of soldier-led tests that validated the operational readiness of the system and its ability to deliver autonomous precision effects to further the Army's priorities for modernization. The Atlas system is a lightweight Group 2 precision strike platform that's foremost in the Army's vision for launched effects. That's it for our Next Gen Minute. Let's get back to the rest of the news. Merlin reaches SOI 2 in New Zealand. Merlin, developer of autonomous flight technology for the defense sector, announced it has gained the stage of involvement 2 with the Civil Aviation Authority of New Zealand, an important step in the DO 178 certification audit cycle that enables regulators to have progressive visibility into the company's software development program. The CAA has a 4-step certification process that ensures the in-flight operability of safety-critical software and gives regulators confidence in the system's design, execution, and final product. This accomplishment by Merlin is a significant advance toward final certification and comes on the heels of its recently announced plans to go public. Merlin achieved SOI 1 in May 2025 to advance its STC program on its Cessna 208B Grand Caravan. Under the bilateral aviation safety agreement with the U.S., it's on a concurrent pathway to certification by the FAA. SOI 2 is the point at which approximately 50% of the software data for the flight control computer has been reviewed. It provides the CAA with useful insight of how Merlin is executing against plans approved during SOI 1, and also demonstrates the company's commitment to sustaining the confidence of regulators through transparency and adherence to international standards of safety. After these messages, drone rulemaking stalled in the shutdown mess.
Are you ready to ace your FAA drone pilot knowledge test, get your remote pilot certificate, and start earning money? Well, flying a drone is a great tool that can open up new business opportunities for anyone. Realtor, insurance adjuster, videographer, or commercial weekend drone warrior, you need to fly legally. Whether you're pursuing your initial Part 107 remote pilot certificate or you need a renewal, King Schools has a course just for you. So start learning today at kingschools.com.
For over 30 years, the massive Sport Plane Resource Guide has provided expert, credible information, evaluations, and critical analysis of all that the sport aviation world has to offer. The all-new digital Sport Plane Resource Guide is coming with extensive multimedia features that are constantly updated, an even more comprehensive online guide to all things sport aviation. Available soon. www.sportplane.com.
Welcome back. Drone rulemaking stalled in the shutdown mess. The FAA finally has a decent excuse to put its drone agenda on hold, and of course it comes at a crucial time for the industry's future. With major updates in the works, including the long-awaited Beyond Visual Line of Sight rulemaking, the agency is being forced to focus all its efforts on core safety work as the government shutdown drags on. About 11,000 of the FAA's 45,000 employees are currently off duty, leaving a smaller group focused on essential operations such as air traffic control and safety oversight. Waiver and exemption processing have slowed tremendously. The FAA's online portal is still open, but most staff who review submissions are unavailable. Only time-sensitive or safety-critical requests are being addressed. Commercial drone operators who depend on these authorizations for mapping, inspection, or infrastructure monitoring may now face weeks or months of delays. The most visible damage is to the FAA's BVLOS rulemaking efforts. Before the shutdown, the agency had been reviewing thousands of public comments on the proposed Part 108 regulation, seen as the next major step for drone integration. With analysts furloughed, that work has stopped entirely. Essential safety systems remain in place. Temporary flight restrictions and notices to airmen continue to be issued and enforced by the FAA's limited active staff. Air traffic operations are running as smoothly as can be. And that's our show for today. You can catch episodes of Airborne on YouTube, Roku, or Fire TV. Just search for Aero-News or Airborne. And don't forget to follow us on social media. Thanks for watching.